Today we're going to be talking about our relationship with sugar, the sweet and the sour. Sugar is often seen as a guilty pleasure, something that we turn to for a quick pick-me-up or a treat after a long day. But what many of us don't realize is that consuming too much sugar can have serious negative effects on our health. From weight gain to increased risk of diabetes and heart disease, the consequences of a high sugar diet are not to be taken lightly. It's important to understand that our relationship with sugar is complex. On one hand, sugar can bring us pleasure and joy, it can be a comforting presence in our lives. On the other hand, it can also be addictive and damaging to our health. So, how do we navigate this complex relationship? The first step is to become more aware of how much sugar we're actually consuming. Many processed foods and drinks contain hidden sugars, so it's essential to read labels and understand what we're putting into our bodies. Next, try to gradually reduce the amount of added sugars in your diet. This can be done by making small swaps, such as switching from sweetened yogurt to plain yogurt and adding your own fruit, or by finding alternative sweeteners like honey or maple syrup. Another tip for improving your relationship with sugar is to increase your intake of nutrient-dense foods. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins are all excellent choices that will not only help to reduce sugar cravings, but also provide your body with the nutrients it needs to function properly. It's also essential to have a plan in place for when those cravings do hit. Whether it's going for a walk, calling a friend, or having a piece of fruit, having a set of strategies in place can help to curb the urge to reach for the candy jar. But breaking up with sugar doesn't mean having a sweet treat again. It's all about moderation and finding a balance that works for you. Treating yourself to a piece of cake on your birthday or a scoop of ice cream on a hot summer day is perfectly okay, as long as it's not an everyday occurrence. In addition, it's good to have a support system. Whether it's friends, family, or a health professional, having people in your life who understand and support your goals can make the process of understanding and improving your relationship with sugar much more accessible. Another important aspect to consider is the emotional side of our relationship with sugar. Many of us turn to sugar as a form of emotional comfort, whether it's to cope with stress, boredom, or loneliness. It's important to be aware of these emotional triggers and to find alternative ways to cope with them. In conclusion, our relationship with sugar is complex and multifaceted. By becoming more aware of our sugar intake, making small changes, and finding a balance that works for us, we can improve our relationship with sugar and take control of our health. Remember that it's not about being perfect, it's about progress.